We're going to allow people to come on in to the room. I wonder if my headset is working. I hope it does. Because a lot of people complain about my sound. I'm going to try this mic situation here. And before people come and get in, my name is Aya. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, A Very Good Life, where we discuss the shamanic healing journey for initiates and empaths, high spiritual beings, highly sensitive persons, high priest, high priestess, whoever is here. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you listen back to this. We're calling everyone to come into the room. I'm using my mic instead of just depending upon the sound from the mic from the phone. I haven't really been active online or on YouTube lately. I've been healing myself, working on me. A lot of stuff has been coming up to be healed rapidly, and a lot of really deep things too. So yeah, I've just been taking time, taking space for that. I've also been like writing a lot and still working on my Oracle deck. I'm uploading it into Photoshop and playing around with different colors and stuff like that and how to brand that. But yeah, I miss you guys. I miss talking to you. I miss hearing what's on your mind and what you're thinking. But I'm going to get started soon about what it is I want to talk about. All right, so I wanted to discuss flying monkeys in the narcissistic family system. For those of you who don't know what flying monkeys or who the flying monkeys are, so in the narcissistic family system, you have the narcissist, you have the scapegoats, you have the golden child, and then you have other roles that a narcissist will project onto their family members and their family system. It could be a hero role or overachieving role. It's like whatever the narcissist does not want to take on within themselves as far as like dealing with their own inner world, because narcissists stay the hell away from anything that has to do with who they truly are. It doesn't go away. They project it out into the world onto others. Okay. And the scapegoat gets a lot of the abuse because the narcissist is projecting the parts of themselves that they feel like are the worst parts of themselves, the most vile parts of themselves. And in order for this to work, they need posse, they need minions, they need flying monkeys. The term flying monkeys, excuse me, comes from the Wizard of Oz. The Wicked Witch had flying monkeys that went out and got information for her and gave and brought back the information back. They were like loyalists to the witch and her regime or whatever. And so that's what the flying monkeys are in the family dynamics with in the narcissistic family system as well. And a lot of scapegoats are in a lot of pain because these flying monkeys are oftentimes the same people that you grow up with and take care of and nurture and love and help and support. And then when your eyes are open and the veil is lifted about like your needs being met and you needing reciprocity and you need people to care for you and be loyal to you It can often be a point of high stress to consider going no contact as well from not only the narcissist but the flying monkeys. There's something else I wanted to say um, about the narcissistic family system. Oh, I wanted to talk about how the narcissists are they stay away from their inner world, their inner child that carries the memories of their self-image, of things that they want to forget about in the past. Your self-image is made up of images of yourself, the memories that you have of yourself in different situations and other people. That's what makes up your self-image. And so if you look back at your life and all you see is bad things happening to you, not being supported, not being loved, being abandoned, being abused, then a lot of times that's when people want to disassociate. You know, you want to stay away from your body, which is why people need help and assistance like trauma healing or soul retrieval, which is the type of services I offer when I do spiritual counseling with people, because it's really hard to face those overwhelming feelings, sensations, and your nervous system. That's where panic attacks and stuff come from. The mind trying to stay away from things in the subconscious that are always trying to come up and be seen and heard and felt. And that's why we use fairy tales and stories and movies as projections on the screen or as projections into other characters to tell stories about what's really going on in our subconscious mind, because our conscious mind oftentimes can't face reality head on. Okay? It causes defense mechanisms to arise. Like, that's not me. That's not me. That ain't me. I never did that. I never saw that. I was never involved in anything like that. And narcissists are in a perpetual state of being loyal to those types of defense mechanisms within themselves. They're like, that's not me. That's her. That's not me. That's you. That I'm not unloving. You are. And so for a child that was groomed, both the scapegoats and the flying monkeys are groomed by the narcissist to keep the projections going. Like, you're not allowed to ever tell the narcissist the truth about like what it is that you're actually experiencing with them, because that's what they're trying to stay away from. So the flying monkeys bring back the tidbits of information about what a scapegoat is doing, because one of the biggest fears of a narcissist is that the scapegoat gets away scot-free without having to take on the projections. It's like, if somebody doesn't take on my projections, if someone doesn't take on my negative energy, then that means I'll have to face it. I'll have to take it on, and everybody will hate me, or everyone will look down on me. Well, what keeps the narcissist and the flying monkeys together is ganging up on the scapegoat. That is the basis of like their relationship. There is no other relationship. So a lot of times people will come to me and who are scapegoats, because it's the scapegoat that gets help in the first place. The scapegoat, or the black sheep of the family, is the person that's going to reach out for help, because they're the ones being like ganged up on. They basically get pushed out of the family system. There's no other way to go after you get finished trying to fix everything and make sure everyone loves and cares about you. You don't receive any type of normal, logical response for what it is that you're experiencing or going through in your family. Eventually you will exit, because there's no other place to go but to leave the community. Even though you don't want to, you would like for things to be different. You would like for things to change. You would like for people to care. You would like for people to listen. But it just seems like no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you cannot get through to them. And so you have to figure out, a lot of times that's like, why is that? That's the first question people have. It's like, why? Like, why is this happening to me? Like, why am I not being listened to, seen, heard, felt, acknowledged? Why me? Okay. And so the narcissist creates a dynamic in a family system with the monkeys, with the flying monkeys, where they're honestly their only true bond, and the way the narcissist is able to stay afloat is by pretending like everything is the scapegoat's fault. It's a game that they're playing with their mind. It's like playing pretend, right? So they're like live in this world, in their world. They need a lot of kind of tabloid fodder to discuss about the scapegoat, and about other people as well. Like that's all the narcissist does all day is see the flaws in everybody and other people and talk about them, because it keeps them away from actually dealing with their own inner wounds. Okay. And so the flying monkeys send them tidbits of negative tabloid fodder about the scapegoat, about other people, about them as well. They're not exempt from being projected on and talked about and verbally abused and having negativity projected onto them. And then they get along with the narcissist just fine. The narcissist is like, good, you're on my side. You're on my team. You're loyal to me. And pat on the back, pat on the head, or they might, within my narcissistic family system, the narcissist often pays for them, pays their rent, gives them money, gives them trinkets, or whatever. And so the flying monkeys, can you guys not hear me? Is that what's going on? Because usually people respond to me. Dang, everybody left. I'm not hearing anything. Can you hear me? Because I am using this mic here, and nobody's responding to me. And usually people talk to me. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna leave this for a second. Because I can't hear any. Um, I'm checking the volume to see if I can like actually hear myself. Okay, I can. It's working. All right, the sound is working. But yeah, I one of the last things um to heal from when you go no contact is also grieving the loss of your siblings. Oftentimes, the flying monkeys are your siblings. It could be other family members as well. It's really painful experience to feel like your whole family is against you. But when you actually rise in consciousness and are able to have like spiritual autonomy, emotional autonomy, um, and the strength to move on, most of the time it's because you have learned to descend into yourself. That's what I mean by when they go low, you go lower. I know a lot of people say when they go low, you go high, but that's just kind of like someone saying something about you, you know, and then you trying to be the bigger person, but that doesn't necessarily remove you away from that energy pattern so that it's not really triggering you. You're just kind of like pretending like it doesn't trigger you in a kind of a passive aggressive way of getting back at that person. It's like, well, since you're going to go low, I'm going to be the bigger person. But that's not really how you transmute energy. You transmute energy by when someone goes low and it actually does trigger you, and you're not neutralized, then you go lower, you go deeper within your dark side as to why it is they even triggered you, and how it is that they got to your energy, like how it is that they found your trigger. What frequency is it that you're actually on? You go lower into the dark side of your frequency, and then you will ascend, and then they will never be able to affect you in certain ways ever again. That's how that works. That's how that works when it comes to energy. Because flying monkeys are, their job is to trigger you for the narcissist. Like everything they do when it pertains to you is for the narcissist. Like honestly, everything a flying monkey does is to please the narcissist, even how they're living their life. They're not really free. They're not free to think how they want to think, live how they want to live. They don't know why they feel in bondage, and why they feel so inclined to be so self-destructive a lot of times. And you see them struggling, and you try to give them wisdom, and you try to help them, and they don't want your wisdom, and they don't want your help, and they feel offended because it was supposed to be you. If you're the scapegoat and you're trying to help people, that might, and you're trying to assist people who are flying monkeys in your family, they're going to be like, I know you ain't trying to help me. You're the one that's supposed to be in pain and hurt. But if you have been no contact for any amount of time, and you have been working on yourself, you are actually doing better and doing well, and you might have good intentions, and maybe even just all your life, if you're the scapegoat of the family, then you've always had like really great intentions towards helping and assisting the people in your family. There's never really been a time where you did not want to see them succeed and you did not want them to be happy. But you're not dealing with people who have a normal mindset. You're dealing with people who have been groomed to be self-destructive and to honestly destroy anything around them. So a narcissist essentially makes sure that their family lineage doesn't continue. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that the world is a bad, hey Cleo, is a bad and negative place where they're going to have negative experiences. They're creating that. A lot of times narcissists don't put two and two together, that they are the cause of the effect that they're having on the world, you know? So anybody want to talk about that or anything pertaining to that? Hey, Coach Michael, how are you? I'm using a mic like you suggested. I had one, but I never connected it to my phone before. I had to get an adapter. So thank you for that advice. And so I hope my sound is better than it was before. Mm. But yeah, I just wanted to come on. Those are some of the things that I've been thinking about and writing about, writing about empaths and the narcissistic dynamic. You know, um, I kind of I was while I was just talking about the flying monkeys. People who are scapegoats think that they are dealing with people who are like them, and you're not. Like you're dealing with. Thank you. And you're dealing with people who are brainwashed and they're miserable, and they don't see a way out because what would be the most painful thing for a flying monkey is to be disloyal to the narcissist. They're not as strong and as brave as a lot of you are to actually leave the family system. Now, flying monkeys, some of the flying monkeys are, and maybe that's why karmically you're in the family that you're in. If you've gone no contact in your family, is to be a way shower. For some of you, it's hard, just as hard for you to leave the family system as it is for anyone else, you know, um, meaning that it's not like it doesn't take a lot of courage for you to leave and it's not painful for you, but you just may be the one to do it and to show other people that it can be done and that you'll be okay, and staying around what I was thinking. My thoughts are going faster than my mouth. Staying around in a narcissistic family system actually, and you're supposed to leave, will actually hold other people back from leaving as well. It will hold other people back from getting better. A lot of the lessons that we're here to learn this lifetime aren't just one lifetime lessons. So a lot of us are trying to wrap up our lessons and get to the good part now. We're trying to hurry. We want to feel better today. We want to get all the way to the end. But sometimes it's to be continued into the next lifetime. And I'm saying that to say that if you're experiencing any pain, suffering, and discomfort from dealing with like flying monkeys in your family system, and going no contact, and having people trying to dog you out, campaign against you, you feel like your whole family is against you, then even if they don't learn their lesson this lifetime, they'll learn it either the next lifetime or the next lifetime or the next lifetime. Focus on your own ascension. And again, like I was saying before, when people go low, you go even lower. You go even deeper inside of your energy so that you can transmute your own energy and turn it into something that is of a higher frequency so that you're not triggered by them anymore. The key is to become neutralized to anything that anybody has to say about you, to anything that anybody ever does to you. You want to become neutral, so that that's how you become a mature person. It's like if you have a toddler, a baby, you're not going to get mad at a baby for throwing a tantrum at you. You're not going to go back and forth and argue with a child. Now, some people do, and it's because they haven't really developed past that stage of development yet, for real. But for a lot of people who have matured, you are patient, you are kind, you are loving, you are forgiving, you give space, you teach the lesson again, you know. But it's really hard with people who are the same age as you, around the same age. You'd be like, you grown. I can't baby you, so you end up having to leave those relationships instead of reteaching and re-loving and re-giving over and over and over again. And so that's part of my lessons this lifetime is understanding what it really truly means to love and what it really truly means to be a loving being, a loving person. To carry the mothering archetype is not easy. It's really hard. It is so hard to be sincerely loving and kind when you just want to like fight back or stand up for yourself. So I'm always like searching my soul and going deep within to pull out the spaces to where I'm most unloving. And what I find is that in the areas where I am experiencing unlovingness on the outside of me, I'm most likely unloving in those ways towards myself. Anybody want to talk to me about anything? Anything at all? How you guys doing this Sunday? This beautiful Sunday? I haven't been outside yet. It's a quiet Sunday here in Peru. Well, if no one has anything to say or wants to join into the conversation, I'm going to end this live. And I look forward to talking to you guys in the comment section when this video posts. You guys have a happy Sunday. I look forward to meeting with the fairy friends for our second meeting. If you would like to join my channel, you can press the join button. And the fairy friends, we get together once a month, and we have powwows, and we have astrology talk, and we talk about whatever we want and participate in sacred play when it comes to our initiation in a group setting. Peace. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.